Hi, I'm Lorraine and welcome to my channel. Now just before I dive in there and pull your cards for today, collective, I'd just like to say I am a professional and experienced holistic spiritual counsellor and mentor, and I offer 100% money back guarantee for image readings, tarot readings, also the programs, as well as spiritual and holistic counselling and mentorship, plus advice to help you with union with self and union with your person. Just check the details in the description box below this video for more information. Now let's dive in there and let's see what messages the cards have for you. So let's go, let's do this here. So you were coming in with the Magician, and you were also coming in with the Sun card here. What I get with those two cards, now this could be both you and your person here in your reading, is that you do a lot. You do a lot with yourself here. So there's more than one way, what I'm picking up here in your reading, more than one way here to live life. And what I mean by more than one way, it's coming in as routine here. Your inner happiness here, guys. It's not just one thing that makes you happy here. There's other things that make you happy. So your time and your attention here involves, here guys, it's coming in as you do a lot with yourself. Now this could be both you and your person. All right. Now with the Sun card coming in, what it's talking about there, it comes in as making that conscious effort to trust in yourself and the universe that this is the correct path. It's coming in as the most unlikeliest idea that you get ideas here, guys, because you are coming in with the Magician card and the Sun card here. You have to, you do it. I get that here in your reading. You actually follow it through. A lot of it has to do with inner strength and inner courage here, all right, to actually follow it through here in your reading. There is an element of confidence and self-worth here as well, where both cards talk about here in your reading the way in which you live your everyday life here involves a lot of actions. That's what it's talking about here. Now what it also talks about here in your reading, what I'm also picking up is that you could be misunderstood here or misinterpreted here. Just want to put that in there as well. See, it's coming in as where you want to go here. Not just waiting for things to come into your reality or waiting for things to be a part of your routine here. Your cards are saying here is that you actually have to take the action here to create it. And it's can prove to be overwhelming, where by the end of the day here, guys, you're absolutely fucked. That's what I'm getting. And exhausted. There are days where you're tired here. But regardless of that tiredness here, for both you and your person, especially if you're building some, you're investing in yourself here to build your wants and your desires, or to build your dreams so that they are part of your everyday life, so you live that life here. You have to push through it. If you were wanting to create here, and I do talk about it a lot on my channel, positive changes in your life. However, regardless of how you feel at the end of the day, it's coming in as, I did it. I had a good day today. That's what I'm getting. Now, this is both you and your person. Now, I just want to keep going with this here, guys, because it does tell me here in your reading, you are being noticed here. But you're being noticed because of your actions, the actions that you take here in your everyday life, here in your reading. It is coming in that way. And with the Magician card, it does talk about being in front of people's eyeballs. You are coming in with a social media platform in a sense here, guys. But with the Sun card, what I get there in your reading is that isn't the only thing that you give your time and your attention to. Yes, it is important, because I do get here in your reading is that you're passionate about your social media platform, the content that you build with here, and how you build that content is what it talks about here in your reading. There's a lot of work that you do here in terms of the actions that you take here. All right, let me keep going here. All right, now this is, like I said, this could be both you and your person. So you are coming in with the Wheel of Fortune, the Wheel of Fortune, the Ten of Cups, the Death card, the Four of Swords, and you have the Fool card here in your, okay? All right, guys? It's to have a new beginning, is what it's saying here in your reading. But what I get with these cards is you're ready for the new beginning. You're actually ready for it. You're actually building it here. You're doing it here in your reading. You're, of course, you are coming in with obstacles and challenges here, but those obstacles and challenges are coming in as you're not just doing one thing here. Living life is not just a 9-to-5 job here in your reading. There are other ways. That's what it's talking about. There are other things you are including in your day or in your week here, guys. There's a lot of movement happening, especially in terms of these actions, taking action here, coming in with the Magician and the Sun card is what I'm picking up. See, what I get with the Wheel of Fortune, the Ten of Cups here, ultimate abundance, what it talks about there in terms of obstacles and challenges here, guys, is figuring out just what is ultimate abundance here. Oh yes, it can be described as the mansion on the hill, the flash Ferrari that you're going to drive here, guys, but it also talks about relationships when you're coming in with cups here, guys, and love and true and real love here. It's coming in as what did that look like is what I'm getting here in a sense, guys. Not following here, the challenge here is not to follow an outdated belief system is what it talks about. Ending out a past cycle is what it's saying. Now that could also have to do with negative attachments here, guys. Yeah, patterns and habits as well. It really depends on both for you and your person, what was your perception of love here, and what was it that you built here in your reading. It does come in as people, places and things here, and it is coming in as, in terms of the past, a perception here, a perception of love is what I'm getting. It does come in as a program, an outdated belief system that love is a certain way here. With hence why you come in with the Death card, the Four of Swords. Because what it talks about here in your reading is it would have proven to be a challenge and an obstacle here to kind of get your head around, so what is ultimate abundance here? What is true and real love? And how am I going to build it? Have I built it? Why didn't I build it? There's a lot of questions that you may have asked yourself, both you and your person, in the past here. It does come in as a reflection here. But what it also talks about there in your reading, when it came to that reflection, you were actually already in it, in that outdated belief system, that program here. So it comes in as it wasn't, you struggled to deal with your own negative attachments and also a painful and hurtful memory here. Yeah. Your idea, your perception, this is both you and your person, of love. That's what it's talking about. Now you are coming to start over with the Fool card, to start over again here in your reading. Because this Fool card is actually coming in as Sun here, that conscious effort here, guys. But that conscious effort actually had to do with the past, ending out the past cycle in terms of your own patterns and habits, and then as well as planting positive seeds of change here, guys. This is what I'm getting. There is that element, like I said here, in terms of your everyday life, living life here, and creating here and building and planting positive seeds here, guys, so that you are living life to, you know, fulfillment here in a sense for yourself. You're coming in with the Fool card here. It's coming in that way. It's coming in as a level up is what it talks about here. It does come in as getting it right here, guys. Let me pull some more cards here in your reading. was just getting that. Here. So you were coming in with the Nine of Swords, you have the Seven of Wands, and you were also coming in with the Page of Swords here in your reading. Well, the Page of Swords can be coming in as both you and your person. It really depends on where you are at this time. Okay? See, this Nine of Swords and Seven of Wands, what it talks about there in your reading is that you've already made a choice. It wasn't about, I was going to say your person here, but if things weren't going to change, it comes in as then I need to change. If my life isn't, potentially here in your reading, it comes in as your person is quite fearful of these changes that you were making. It comes in as your person, it's like they don't want you to make choices is what I'm getting. It is your person that's coming in as the Nine of Swords here. There is some kind of truth here that your person is beginning to be aware of, but also collective, you already know the truth here. Okay, so what it talks about there also is your person doesn't want you to make an offer to anybody else. That's what I'm getting. Or even talk to anybody else here. They may be keeping tabs on you here in your reading, the way in which it's coming in. It is unusual here, guys. Let me just have a look at something here. What it talks about here also, what I'm picking up here, guys, is that your person listened to others here. That's what it's saying. And this is why they're coming in with regret here in your reading. With the Page of Swords, what it talks about there, potentially here in your reading, well, you can change this, but it's coming in as they are going, they never meant to hurt you in a sense here, but it's like, I don't know if I can admit that I got it wrong, because I got it wrong. And how that's coming in for your person, how they know they got it wrong here in your reading is by watching you do what you were doing here. Alright, let me keep going here. There's a lot to be said here in your reading. Yeah. I don't think that your person feels small because of what you're doing with yourself in terms of how you live life here. All right. What I get with the Page of Swords here in your reading is that your person just wants to say it how it is. They know no other way of being brutally honest and true towards you and just saying to you here, I got it wrong. Because that's exactly what has happened here. You are being watched is what it's telling me here. All right, let's keep going here. There it is. Okay. The Five of Swords. 18. Your person's not happy here in your reading. Well, coming in with the Page of Swords, this person's not happy. Now, what I can also talk about here, collective, is that this Page of Swords could very well be someone that your person is dealing with. Okay? Someone that your person is listening to here in your reading. Okay, let's pull some letters here, guys. All right, now these could be names. These could be names. Now these could also be keywords. All right. We'll go with those ones. All right, let's have a look. Let's have a look here. You have drag here, guys. Let's have a look. Wow, you have rage here. You have Rudy. You also have rude here, guys. You've got rags. Okay. You have zig, and then you also have zag here, guys. Yeah, you have Sue here. You also have grid. You have X here in your reading. Okay, now you have Rex here. You also have Dex here. You have Rexy. You have Sid. You also have Ride here. Alright, let's have a look at some names. You've got Gus here, guys. Gus. You also have Russ here. You have Giz. You have Riz here. You also have Rise. You have D-I-E. You have Diaz. You have Shaw. You have Siri. You have Greg. Here, guys. Alright, I am going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Now your letters are D-I-A-Z-S-U-R-X-G-R-E-G. Let's have a look if I can make some more up here. Alright, I am going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. And thank you for your reading. And I'll catch you later, guys. Now, book me for an image reading, as I'm not just a tarot reader. Alright, bye.